The New York Giants at the Washington Commanders. Week 1 kicks off in the National Football League. We get to see a blue blood divisional rivalry, two of the most storied franchises in NFL history. But we get to see a showdown very early. This one is at the Commanders. Their quarterback, Jayden Daniels, was far beyond what the expectations were. Even for a Heisman Trophy winner, even for a guy that was taken second overall, he took them to the NFC Championship game. So their fans are saying, we're going to the Super Bowl or bust. We can slow down a little bit. The expectations are still high. Don't necessarily have to be that high. He's still got so much to learn, to develop. We had all of that weirdness, the controversy, Terry McLaurin getting that contract. So it's a matter of Jayden Daniels putting it all together, performing at that level. We know he can. We understand he's got his tackles. Laramie Tunsil on that left side going to Washington. He's bringing in to prevent people from getting by that blind side. They took the kid out of Oregon at right tackle, Josh Connerly. Washington is set on all sides of the ball, of course, with Jayden playing at a high level. For New York, they decided to get Jackson Dart and didn't give up, having to give up all that future capital for it. They're able to get that guy and be able to supposedly develop him. Now, that's where I start to get a little bit of the negativity, because in order to truly develop the guy, you're putting him on a timeline where he's not playing his rookie year. Second year, he gets some of the reps. By his third year, he's playing a good amount of football, and you've had the same continuity. You've got the same head coach, Brian Dable, would be there. The Giants have a very tough schedule. I've got the Commanders winning this game 24-14. I think it can be a close game in the beginning. It's just that Washington has a superior team. Malik Neighbors comes in for New York. He's a threat. Abdul Carter comes in on that D-line with Dexter, Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeaux, and Brian Burns. Absolutely a dominant, a top 5 front four in the NFL. But the Washington Commanders with Jayden Daniels have an extreme advantage at the quarterback position. I'm not the highest guy on Jayden, but I understand that they have a ceiling that is far beyond what New York's is. It's just the simplicity of what the importance is at quarterback and that guy playing at a high level. So we get to see Dan Quinn versus Dable. The defensive side for Quinn, Dable. So that's the negativity I was talking about, because with this schedule, I mean, just listen to this. They got Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, Chargers. You've got the divisional games, Commanders, Cowboys, both of them on the road, mind you. And then your home opener is the Sunday night game against the Chiefs, and then the Chargers. So those 4 games to start off the year, I would expect a lot of Giants fans are thinking 2-2, 1-3, something along those lines. That would frankly make a bit of sense. But as far as the week 1 game goes, it's important to get off on the right foot, to see a bit of positivity, to see a strength somewhere from New York. I really believe that can be on the outside. Malik Neighbors has people saying he should have been the first wide receiver taken in that 2024 NFL draft over Marvin Harrison Jr., over Rome Odunze like he was. He's the best wide receiver in this thing now. I know Brian Thomas played pretty well. No, it's early, but he's certainly put up a heck of a season. My drawback a little bit would be like, okay, they're behind in a lot of games. Getting him the ball, forcing it to him a little bit more so. You need a little bit of devil's advocate in life so people don't get ahead of themselves. Want to bring those expectations for Giants fans that are thinking that there's such a weakness there in Dallas, or that Washington is overrated, or that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to have the Super Bowl hangover that kind of doesn't even really exist in football. It's the team that loses the Super Bowl that often has that hangover. I'm just letting you know, for Giants fans, be happy if it's a 1-score game in the fourth quarter. Just root for it to be close. That's what root for. Obviously for the win, but be very, very cautious about those expectations and being super negative, because this schedule is horrific. And we look later on in this thing, I'm looking at Eagles, at Broncos, at Eagles, middle of the season. That's after the 4 games to start the thing. There's a game against the Saints, and then Eagles at Broncos, Eagles. Like, that's the first 8 games of the season. And so to start off the year with a win would be incredible. It would be huge for New York to get that sense, to get that boost, but have Washington with a win 24-14. Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner, 2 very talented guys right there in the middle of that defense. Jerzon Newton, a player for Washington, I expect to have a bigger impact. All right, there's no Jonathan Allen. Of course, Montez Sweat left. a couple of seasons ago in 2023, now a Chicago Bear. But Jason Newton, Illinois, he's the type of player that can really be a pivotal piece for that defense for a long time as a run stopper, getting after the quarterback. And now an other Big Ten player, Mikey Sanders, still really announced himself as being a quality starting corner in the National Football League. So Commanders, Giants divisional game. You really can't ask for a whole lot more. Maybe if you wanted to, it would be for Jackson Dart to play to actually see him, but that's I really you wouldn't expect it to come to fruition just to see the young guy. We always want to see something new, a shiny new toy to play with, to see out there, to entertain the eyeballs a little bit more, to see him get out there. We know what Russ has been, we know what Jameis has been, so that would be the only thing. But Giants Commanders, holy cow, what a matchup to start the season. So please let me know down below in the comments what you're expecting. Did the Giants shock the world a little bit in this game and defeat the Commanders on the road to start the year and get a nice start before at the Cowboys and the Chiefs Chargers? Like, why not go 3-1 on that stretch? Off to a great start. Let me know down below where I'm right or where I am wrong. But please subscribe for more content in the future. Blitz with Blender. Try and be high energy. Try and be passionate. Try and be excited, because we are. We're all of those things. Football is back, baby. Let's go. It is a time to be alive, and we are fired up for it. So please subscribe for more content in the future, and I will see all of you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Best player in college football.
That Georgia and Ohio State game, New Year's Eve, is going to be a classic.
Josh Blunder. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Blunder.
To the 40, 35, 30, Espinosa to the 20.